Hey everyone, I'm Klloo. Welcome back to our optimum playthrough of So Dungeon 2. So, last time we scraped through Dimension 4, and I gotta say I'm not too happy with this run. We used up all the remaining charges of our magic clock. It took 7 runs for us to complete the 400 floors, as opposed to the previous dimension, Dimension 3, where it took us 3 runs, or even Dimension 2 where it took us 5. So I think I'm going to redo it, and try to do it in a way that is actually optimum. Because I definitely can't label this run as optimum. Right, so here we are back on Dimension 3 with a much better pace, under 3 hours, 16 minutes to spare, and to be honest, I've done a bit of research trying to figure out a few things. For one, the Carpenters, we're not going to use the Carpenters, not at least until they get their upgrade to Nailed It. It's just not realistic to use them for their damage and replace the number of Mystics. With some just preliminary testing, it's slower for the most part on earlier floors, which does eventually consume a lot of time, especially if we run out of the magic clock. The other thing I was considering was Dark Mages, but they're really crap, I gotta say, in terms of their stats. So until you get all the relics, you gotta rely on your XP stats, so the character mastery stats. And the Dark Mages got absolutely shafted. They have no real increase to magic damage. They're really just tanky, and it's really horrible compared to the Mystics, because their base damage is meant to be higher. It's not with the levels we have on Mystics. We can't actually get them to go infinite. If we were to use Recharge, they regen 7 mana every 2 rounds, so to speak, meaning they cast Noxin twice, which is 4. Means they're always losing 1 mana. So eventually they'll run out, which means we can't use them, and at least not while we have the magic clock. There might be potential in just pushing, but again, from everything I've seen, their damage is not there. They were doing 4 damage less than the Mystics. Granted, they were quicker, but I'd rather try and craft Phantasmal Claws. I think in terms of like a tier progression, Mystics, Carpenters, Dark Mages. And if Dark Mages are below Carpenters, they're scrapped. They're not useful for the run, and we're probably just going between Mystics. And then once we hit Dimension 6, I believe it is, and unlock the Nailed It quest, we will transition to using Carpenters in with the Mystics. But anyway, let's jump into Dimension 3 and try and tackle it a bit better. So, I'm not going to go through all the stuff we've gone over before. It's not really necessary. All these quests we can turn in later. We've already emptied the shop. We've bought all the upgrades we need, so off we go. The only thing I will say, if we end up using Dark Mages, you'd want the MP Relic. But again, their mastery is just not there. Their stats aren't there. I don't think the gold is actually necessary. I think the crit is a bit better, just to sort of help boost your Mystic's damage. So yeah, I'm going to take the crit. And I think I need to start actually considering leveling up some of these earlier relics, especially the mastery one and this crit relic. Not over the top, just a few little boosts or stat increases. The other big one is the HP relic. We should be aiming for 10 for this dimension. It should help us push through it a lot better. In fact, do I want damage first? Or do I want HP? I think damage first, and then once we start hitting a wall, that's when we want to transition to upgrading HP. Right, complete our quest, unlock our Mystics. Same old, same old. Where's our 6? Perfect. And then in terms of gear, Iron Swords I think is still the better thing to craft than Iron Rings. Even though this is all around damage, the 7 compared to, what is it, 2 is just more substantial. We don't need the HP, and the mana's not impactful at this moment. So we'll grab 3 of our swords. Also don't have the stables yet, that's fine. So that's something else we're aiming towards. Again, I don't feel like the pet is a huge help, but it is some extra HP. Okay, so we'll equip our swords like that, and off we go, first run. Should get pretty high, maybe like 150. Right, this is basically the end of the first run. Might be able to get the piggy boss. We're still out damaging. No, now we're not out damaging his healing. Oh well. Levels, gear, gold. So last time I kept trying to push, and also didn't focus on the HP relic. I'm pretty sure if we start upgrading this, just increasing our survivability and also farming more, we should be able to clear the world in less magic clock runs, even if it is a slower pace. So we'll hire our 6 mystics, we'll grab out our gear, upgrade everything we need to. We've even got a ring and a power glove, that's quite nice. You've got anything decent? Clover, I do like the clover. Buy out your iron, buy out your wood, all the usual. We have a decent amount of bluesmithing crystals. I would like to replace the bone though, with one more wooden sword. Can we make another one? If I craft the iron, we probably can. 7. Yeah. Okay, and then shields, that's the other thing we need. So we need 5 iron shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. Everyone should be far better off, and I'm going to start from 0 again, just to get more essence, to get or have a chance at some better equipment, and just slow down to speed up, as I keep trying to reiterate. I don't want healing stones. So, last thing we can do is upgrade. So, usually I just focus weapons first. I think we're going to grab 36, and do the shields and the weapons. So 1, oh, that's already level 2, cool. There are 6 weapons so far, 1 meat club, 1 saber, and 4 swords. Then I'm also going to grab the shield upgrades. So we've got 5 iron shields and 1 darkwing shield. Now we still have a bit of gold left over, so I am tempted to try and go for another set of weapon upgrades. So that's 60, perfect. So the rapier, saber, blah blah blah. I always keep messing it up, and the swords. We've upped our survivability, we've upped our damage, everyone's sitting pretty good. We have a decent chance at finding some better items as well. I think the key now is just to start from 1 and push as far as we can. Also, keep forgetting to change the healing fairy so I don't have to watch it. Oh well. Ooh, scrape past 200. We can leave. Good drop though, we got a skull blade. Hit 28, some extra attack is always nice. This is the 3rd run, so again, it took 7 the last time we tried this, and I have a feeling it's not going to take 7 this time around. So we'll hire our mystics. We've even got some better shields, it looks like. Okay, power glove goes on the skull blade person, it's just better. Your 2 best weapons should be you and you. Don't want healing stone. Let's get tinkering. Anything decent to buy? Yes, a good shield. Wood. So we need 33 for the skull blade to upgrade it. Definitely want to max that since it is our highest damage. And do we just finish off the weapons? I think we do. So we need 20, 40, 73, and then 60. So all. Makes it nice and simple. That one, that one, that one. Ooh, and we're out. Okay, so who's got something wrong? You can go there, you can go there. You can have a meat club. Okay, HP wise, everyone is around 80. Again, I still want to continue to pump this until we hit 10 at least. And then that should be a good HP buffer now on all of our units. At least going into the Dark Lord as well. Armor would be nice to craft or find. I will hold off though in case we manage to get some. Do I want iron rings? No, not at this point. I think we're pretty safe. We can't really upgrade anything else, can we? No, but we can give the better shield. Yeah, like that. Alright. Back to it then. Well, do I want any upgrades? I think we might be able to build the stable now, right? Nope, we're missing carrots. Despite the farming. What about you? Anything decent? Save for inheritance, I guess. 2% boost. It's better than the pet. So sure. You have a quest for me? You do. Anyway. Back to 1. Again, farming, even though it's slower, it's just going to help so much for the later dimensions that I honestly think this is the best strategy to use, is make ample use of the magic clock, start from 0, get as much essence as you can to just snowball your way through the next dimensions. Right, so we're coming up to the end of this little farm portion. Something I've figured out. So, going from level 100 to 200 is very easy. Getting past 200 is a hurdle, because of the janitor and his abilities, his HP pool, all of that. You're very likely to lose someone. I got lucky, I walked past him, but it seems what you almost want to do is the first run, you get as far as possible, probably around 150. Second run, you get to 200, you clear it, hopefully, and then the third run, you want to start from 200, clear to 300, and then after this run, for instance, we're going to start from after 300 and try to clear to the boss. And that way we can hopefully get the run done in 4, as opposed to the previous dimension, which we did a very similar strat, and we did it in 3. We might actually wipe this guy too, because we've lost too many people. We'll have to see. We might just have enough damage. We lost the Skull Blade though, which is kind of bad. I doubt this is the last hit. Oh, just. Perfect. But yeah, so getting past the janitor is definitely a task. So in terms of segmenting, it's probably better that we aim for those intervals. So again, first run as far as we can possibly get. Second run to the second janitor, because the janitor on floor 100 is a cakewalk. And then try to beat the next janitor and then beat the boss. I think that's the right method to utilize. We'd also get some decent gear out of it. I think we're in a decent position to actually take on the Darker Lord this time. I would just like to increase our HP a bit more. Attack damage. How many more? We have 2 more power gloves. So the rapier should have a power glove, and the sword should have a power glove in case they crit. Also, don't think we need to focus on item find at this point. I think that's a better setup. In terms of HP, I want everyone up to and around 120. So we can upgrade that twice. Oh, not that one. Attack relic. How are we doing? Yeah, so very close. If we upgrade their gear, we should be in a very good position to try and take on the Darker Lord, which means we've cut out, what, 3 runs? So very, very decent. We have enough shields, correct? No. We need 2 iron shields or better. Iron shield should be fine. I don't want to waste some of the other materials. Armor, though, we do need some better stuff, so I'm going to make these. 5, that was probably overkill. Yeah, I only need 3. Is it better than chain? Might be better than chain once it's upgraded. I don't know. Chuck it on. Hopefully it is. And then iron shield. Oh, actually we have a Darkwing shield that's not upgraded. Okay. Hopefully I can figure out what we need to actually level up. I will just buy all of them. So Skull Blade's done. Our weapons, another rapier's nice. In fact, another rapier's nice. That's what, 4. And then 2 meat haunches. So the swords can become the sabers. Any meat haunches can become the sabers. Okay, and then shields. Actually armor first. So we'll upgrade everything to its 2nd level at the least. This increases it to 9. So the bone armor is better than the chainmail. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I can't see how many we have without going to sell. So we have 50 left, so we can't quite do 10 to everything. Definitely want to upgrade that. Is there any more to upgrade? No, so in total we have 4 of them, 1 eye shield, and then 1 iron shield. Right, that's the best thing to utilize, even though these are leveled. Yeah, so we gotta level this up to make it better. I guess we just do it again to even stuff out. And then same with the bone armor, we probably want to stack a little bit. Okay, so everyone's looking a little bit better, slightly behind in some aspects. Can we make the pet? If we make the pet, we might be able to scrape through on HP. Now, we're still missing carrots. It's unfortunate, not something we can control though, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay, got our mystics. So yeah, I'm pretty sure from here we want to start at 300, and hopefully we can clear up to and beat the boss. Okay, at least we made it to 370. Pretty decent, so 30 off the boss. I think we're just short on essence though to get another attack upgrade. And we didn't level the mystics at all either. Let's see, come on, move. This one? Oh, we can, perfect. So a little bit extra attack. Grab our 6. I also should have put the Skull Blade on the other side. I was missing 50% of its damage because of the back attack. Bit unfortunate. Anything that can crit should go on that side, and they should all have their power gloves. Amp their damage. I think the rings aren't too impactful at this point. I also am tempted to craft any good weapons we can make. So for instance, this infected blade we can easily take to the next dimension because we take 1 of each of these items. Frying pans, eh. The knuckle blade, I think upgraded does a decent amount. I only need 2 weapons. Do you have anything? You have a rapier. I will stick with a level 4 rapier, I think. And no wood still. So you can get a rapier, and then you just have a meat club. Do I give you something better? We'll craft it. Wait, he has no blue smithing crystals. Is that, or did I buy them? Please tell me I bought them, and I'm just spacing. We have 74. I don't know if I bought them. I can go there, and then they can all have rapiers. So our damage should be a bit better. 50, 60-ish. Our HP is definitely there. Unfortunately, the bosses are taking a few extra hits. Hopefully, by swapping them to the correct side, we can have enough damage. I also doubt we got carrots. Right, yeah, still missing carrots. Upgrades. Don't need weapons, I guess just shields, whatever we can. How are we looking? 118, everyone's around 120. Plus then the kitchen buff, so we'll be over that 120 threshold. If I start from earlier though, I kind of want to start from earlier. It should be fairly simple to actually beat the bosses and we get essence again. So I think this is the better play to make use of the clock. If we got to say 390, I would start from 390 and try to just focus the boss. But I think at this point we can do a bit more damage to all the bosses and clear them a bit more effectively. So I'd rather farm up a bit more essence, some gold, and some drops for a little bit extra time. Right, we made back to 370. Let's see if we lose anyone. So far, so good. Okay, so at least we're making progress. I didn't just waste a run, essentially. I would love to see Healing Fairy, just to top up. If we see Healing Fairy, we'd probably go all the way to the Darker Lord. Another one down, no casualties. Can definitely get to 390 at the very least. And I spoke too soon. Still, as long as we can clear 390, at least we can get it done in 1 run less. That is not a good sign. I don't think we can get to 390. Ah, it sucks. Oh well. Hopefully 1 run can get us all the way to the Darker Lord and win. We'd get an Ancient Axe, which is nice. Big up in damage. Always gems them wrong though. You need the attack. And then I have 2. You need both of them then. And Power Glove, so you're doing massive amount of damage. 82. You're doing 200 something, and then the Infected Edge. Is there other big ticket item? Okay, they can have magic rings again. Health-wise, everyone's looking great. Bye. Need to upgrade the axe. Perfect. So all our weapons are done. I guess we should focus on anything that's at 2. So we're using Dark Wings for the most part, in terms of the shields. And they're all maxed. How many shards do we have? We have 110 crystals, so I can almost upgrade all the shields. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do armor? That to 10. And then all these to 10. Is that the correct amount? 6. Everyone's using bone, and... oh, you should have bone. Okay, so looking pretty good in terms of HP. We got 60 left. Do I upgrade the shields? I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. I think we're happy to go with this. Don't have any better weapons. Okay, fingers crossed. We can go all the way to the Dark Lord. Definitely have the damage now, though. Okay, can we do the boss without taking too much damage? And the Skullblade 2. Kinda bad. So, we've got 2 units who can be one-shotted by the Darker Lord. They won't regen enough in time. Hopefully the Ancient Axe is enough damage. And we can dot him. Ah, never mind. Spoke too soon. So, no ambushes, and we're fine. We should be able to beat the Darker Lord. Okay. Who's gonna win? Me or you? Come on, big damage. We got the poison, it's nice. Took out the Skullblade though. Dots just do so much damage. fine. I think we're still in a good position. Yeah, that's what we want to see. So it was one less run overall, so it should have been quicker. Sadly, we're a bit short on gold. I would have liked 10k, because then I could get both the next inheritance upgrade and the bag resourcefulness. We'll see how much we can sell stuff for. I don't want to turn in any quests, obviously. Well, if we could grab inheritance, I don't mind turning in the quests now. Though I don't know if we completed any that actually give gold. So we'll just change this 0099, perfect. We'd only get 1.5, so we're still short. I guess we don't grab the bag resourcefulness. We definitely grab inheritance. Not essence and red gems. Yes, I was wrong anyway. We'll still liquidate. We need 2k. I doubt I can get it from 120, so that's another... Actually, this might do it. If I sell off the red crystals and some of the blue. Perfect. Cool. All set for the next dimension. Might as well activate the portal. And then let's check the time. 4:07. Okay, that's interesting. So it was 3 minutes slower than the previous one? Is that right? Was it 4:09? Either way, we're better off because we have one charge of the magic clock still. So this first run in the next dimension is obviously going to be a lot quicker. Overall, I think the strategy pays off. We want more essence. We want more essence and we want more levels on the mystics. And the best way to do that is to, again, slow down and get them. I think with Torment and out the magic clock, it's about 10 minutes per 100 floors. So the next dimension, we have to get to 500, so that should be 50 minutes. Next one would be an hour. So we are starting to lose out. The big idea would be to... Well, actually, no. So in Dimension 6, we're swapping to Compass, because that's when we unlock Nailed It. And... Oh, what is that? What's the quest? Wherever the quest is to increase the Nailed It's power. And that should be theoretically faster. The animation speed on Nailed It compared to Torment, I think, is half. So it should end up increasing our clear times. Plus, we also want to start trying to see if we can consistently craft Phantasmal Claws and use them to clear. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the rerun. I just thought I could do it a little bit better. And although we didn't clear it quicker, we cleared it in less runs, which is better, at least from my perspective. So I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.